it's spooky day today, so I have to go. Actually, I don't got shit to do.
Yeah,
I think trick or treating's over.
Discord keeps popping me in and out. So,
what did you do to her?
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know.
All right, go for.
Why are they color coded? But what's going on, everybody? I am the one, the only, the WOOKIE. Joined here with the normal cast of Misfits. Oh, hold on. Well, hold on. We're joined here by the normal cast of Misfits. Sheep's here, Drezcor's here, Ewok's here. Okay. Anyways, we are 7 days away from
7 days away from what?
KFC 3, Roseville Mild.
Yeah.
In 7 days, we will be playing all the KeyForge we can handle.
Guys, I'm pumped.
And in 8 days, Sheep will be angry.
Yes. We all know this. But sheep will also be angry.
I thought
9 days.
Yeah, I thought
he'd be angry in
angry.
4 days.
No, it's
sheep will
gonna
be
be
angry.
nine.
Just pick a number.
I thought Sheep would be angry by this point. I mean, a whole day has actually already happened, so he's gonna be angry by this point.
Because I think Archon is Saturday, and then top 8s are. I'm sorry, Archon is Friday, and then top 8s are Saturday. Correct?
Archon is Saturday.
Archon's Saturday.
Yeah, Archon and.
Oh my goodness!
Alliance. It's almost like you didn't read things.
No, I
what?
forget. You know, it's not like we have a company that is so communicative with us.
I mean, this schedule's only been out for like 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this they did. I mean, this one is clear. Like,
Yeah,
this
I
one's
mean,
not great, but this one's clear, Wookie.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Hey, let's go to OP News with Sheep. Sheep, what are the prizes for KFC 3 Roseville Mild?
Unique, undisclosed things.
Are you telling me we don't know?
Yeah, that we don't know. But we do know what events happening and when.
Story.
All right, Drez, you missed the opening. Let's try this again. Happy Halloween. What would you say?
Spooky time. A monster mash.
A monster mash.
A monster mash.
Much better.
Was it a graveyard smash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out.
But I feel like that's a thing that needs to be spoken about.
I mean, does it matter? They already sold the tickets.
Yeah.
What,
I was a
the
sucker
candy?
and already bought my ticket.
Actually,
if
we
heard
announced
good
the prizes, would it impact anything?
No.
Yeah, it might have actually brought more people that I could go ahead and say it would.
Would it? Or would it have
Maybe.
actually taken away from some people because they've been like, "What? That's all it is."
Oh, that's probably true.
Also a possibility.
So what you're telling me is the prizes are so crappy that they're like, you know what?
National prizes, we might not have gone.
Let's be very honest. People are not coming to Worlds for KeyForge. It's for all the social items that will be happening outside of that, right?
Nobody's coming to KeyForge Worlds for KeyForge. We're just coming for drinking.
Yes.
I mean, for that, for social gathering, it's a once a year gathering.
Not everybody drinks Wookiee.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know why they're coming. I just know not everybody drinks.
There is
I don't know why those people
are
are coming.
I'm drinking right now.
But yeah, I mean, still no prizing. Don't know what we're getting. We just know that we're getting unique something or others. I feel like they're just gonna pull prizes out of their asses once we get there. Like, oh, look, prizes, guys. And like, there'll probably be some trophies.
I mean, you have to do good enough to win something for this to matter.
Yeah.
True.
I've been so busy with work. I've not been practicing as much as I should.
Only Ewok can do that.
That doesn't matter this year, guys.
To play just enough to get nothing?
No, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually got stuff last year.
You got stuff last year. You got more than I did this year. No remark on that one. I mean, I don't have any geotagged decks of anything.
You went to the wrong event. This isn't.
No, I went to a Vault Tour event. I just didn't do very well in the Vault Tour event. But whatever.
But we're bringing everyone down again, friends. We got KeyForge.
Guys, I'm pumped.
Coming up. Bring a jacket. Bring a jacket.
Oh, yeah, bring a jacket. Sorry, not Drazcor. Drazcor lives in the Philadelphia area and knows what the cold feels like. X-Ray. This is specifically targeted at you.
Dex.
Bring a coat.
He's got...
Also bring a fancy jacket for the Grand Emperor himself.
I'm not packing my suit coat.
Oh, what?
I'm not.
The Emperor
coat.
The Emperor will be there.
2 pairs of underwear, and that's it.
You're getting
pair of swim trunks. You're lucky.
Yeah, my anchor
I might
swim
just
trunks.
be underwear one day.
All right.
No, but for everyone around here, I mean, our weather temperature, we had 75, 80 degrees less than 2 days ago. And right now it has dropped to, it's going to be in
40.
the 30s.
Yeah.
So right now it was 48 when we left. It's under 40 at this point.
So if you are planning to come to Minnesota, winter is coming, as they say in Game of Thrones. And actually winter's here. It's going to be cold. So make sure you plan accordingly. Pants, a coat, a hoodie of some sort, possibly. The game center does get cold. I don't know why. It just does.
Or you could go with X-Ray to the local Walmart to clothe yourself.
The day before. Yeah. I mean, you could do that. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But make sure dress accordingly. I think we did this last year. X-Ray, make sure you bring a coat. I do believe he's coming. So bring a coat, X-Ray. Dexter, bring a coat. Dexter, Dexter, I don't even know if Dexter owns a coat.
Yeah, he's got a coat.
Oh, he says, I'm going to bring a jacket and slacks.
Yeah. The temp actually looks decent. We're looking at next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 55 to 49. So that's the high. But, hey, that's really nice this time of year. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be fine. We will enjoy it. So we're going to do cards, I think, a little different than we normally do. We have another bits of news.
He said we're boring.
Yeah, he did. He said you guys don't like this.
Yeah,
Is that true, or because we haven't heard this information? Wookiee's just trying to say this.
I'm just saying numbers don't lie, people. But if you like us going card by card, rating every single card by card, let us know.
Yep.
Actually, more importantly, let Sheep know.
Yeah,
Sheep says nobody talks to him.
Wookiee says we can't do it anymore because you guys don't like it enough.
I just, they're kind of, I'm not going to lie to you, they're kind of boring episodes. Like, I kind of bored.
I like them. I don't know.
Well,
maybe it's because we're so far behind. Everybody's like, yeah, we've been playing that shit for weeks.
Maybe that's it. Like, why didn't you guys finish scoring already?
Yeah.
Well, this is the last house and Skybeast, so let's get into it.
Oh, Dexter likes it, and Dexter's the other one that matters to me. So, there you go.
Dexter doesn't know who Napoleon Dynamite is.
Yeah, but Sydney will listen to anything, right?
Yeah, and she'll be super excited about it.
Yeah, she'll be like, that was great. She's thinking it was terrible.
I don't know if she thinks anything is terrible.
Well, it should be like, that was medium okay. We're like, shit, it must have been awful.
Yeah, if Sydney says something that's okay.
Was that bad, Sydney? Oh, no.
It was pretty good. Oh.
Yeah, woof. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Like, pretty good is the top of my scale.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been listening to us this long, the only constant around here is disappointment. So. But we're going to go through some highlights and some lowlights. Man, Ewok gave Indigo high. Oh, I get it. I get what you did here. I was like, Indigo Hyliard, 344. He breaks the chart, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Indigo. I do like Indigo Hyliard. He's fine if you get 2 of them and you can start doing shenanigans. Otherwise, you're not doing shenanigans.
I find him to be mostly unimpactful.
He is more serviceable, I think, than a lot of the other cards. But should we go through some of the highlights?
Yeah.
All right.
If we're not going to go through every card, we should at least go in order and skip the ones we're not going to talk about.
So let's go through the highlights. First highlight, Black Tempest. I think almost all of us agree.
That's the only good ship. Maybe not only good ship.
There's one other
It's
good
definitely
ship.
the best ship.
It's one of the better ships. So Black Tempest.
But it's not the link ship, right?
So
that's why it's good.
I don't believe it has anything linked to it because this house already has far too many artifacts.
Yeah. So, Wookie, you were asking why the colors. I have colors on the right for card rarity breakdown, and on the left, the orange shows what is linked, and the yellow shows what is linked.
Got it.
So, people following along at home, they can't see, but it tells you what is linked. But Black Tempest is not one of those linked ships. So,
Black Tempest does not come with 2 awesome upgrades that you can add into your play fun. It is a ship, 5 power, 2 armor, hazardous 2. After a fight, if you have no forged gears, steal 3. Otherwise, steal 2. Why is this? Oh, because it does steal 2 otherwise. Okay, fine.
That's a great fight effect.
Okay, so when I first read it, I think I read it the way that it was meant to be read. And then I read it now, and I'm like, if I have no forged keys, steal 3. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
but then it's period, otherwise steal 2. So.
Is this the best fight effect we've seen?
Yes.
Yeah, and it has armor to be able to. Yeah, it has armor to be able to go ahead and stick around to basically have minimal damage dealt to it. A little bit of hazardous 2 to protect. What I actually like about this is in comparison to the key cost, like red key, yellow key, blue key. This is no forged keys, and that's what I want to see early on. Some tempo, and then otherwise still a really nice effect.
Yeah, get ahead. Yeah.
No, Dexter, it's
kind of
2 upgrades. Some have 2.
Annoying to answer.
3. But we scored Black Tempest to 5. We all liked it. Actually, I don't know what Drascore scored it.
I also scored a 5.
Okay.
I got my own sheet, so that's more fun.
I got my own sheet.
Did that go ahead and cut off though?
What?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, Discord's been really wonky tonight. So I don't know if it came through, but I like the idea of forge versus no forge keys. I think that's important.
Oh yeah, that came through. I mean, it's fine. I don't think it's not game breaking in any meaning.
No. I keep cutting in and out on Discord. So if you guys lose me, that's the reason why. But no, for me, I don't like individual key costs, red, blue, yellow, because it forces you to have to forge those keys. And so a third of the game, 2/3 of the game, you're not using that card at all if it is forging it. So here, there's a fact with no key costs. I like that early on, and then later the benefit. So.
Let's see. Going down the list, looks like the next one up for our highlights for
Well, I'm curious what you guys think about Cloudburst Command, because this one's a little different.
Refresh my memory.
Cloudburst Command, it's an artifact location. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each Skyborn creature on a flank.
I put this as like a 4. It generally has some value.
Yeah. That's what I did too. I felt like it was not quite proc level, right? Proclamation, whatever number, but still pretty good. Decent passive A.
So early on, I had it as a 4. I dropped it to a 3. And the reason being is, yes, it provides key increased costs, but it's inconsistent. When you go outside of that house to be able to keep it turn after turn, like proc isn't going to be there. I just don't see it long term. I think it's a great Skyborn house, but to keep on your flanks, it means you're not playing creatures consistently.
I mean, with +1, if you're just putting all you guys on one flank.
I've not had a problem with this thing being consistently fine.
Yeah.
It's not.
I put it as a 3. Yeah, I put it as a 3, and that's why.
I got 4.
All right, we ready for the next highlighted card?
What did you go with? So we got 2 4s, a 3. What are you rocking with, Wookie?
What do I rock with? I scored it a 3. I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think it's gonna be.
That's a tie. Dexter says 3 in chat. Does that mean it's a 3?
Yep. Can I say that Skyborn really ended up with a stinker for their leader? Ugh.
Oh yeah,
Arrow 04.
Arrow 04. Stupid effect.
Yeah. So leader Stormkin, 5 power, 0 armor. While Arrow Forkin is in the center of your battle line, it gains after reap. You may rearrange other friendly creatures in your battle line. Each friendly creature captures 2. So bad.
It's okay. Like, it's a 3. It's fine, but it's not.
I gave it a 1.
Yeah, I
don't want that freaking card because it just embraces what makes Skyborn creatures lame. And he is the leader of lame.
Yeah.
So he gets a 1.
I had it as a 2 because of 5 power to stick around, and you have potential for capture, but honestly, it's bad.
I as well.
Well, it's not great, but you do, like, you can set up steal situations. Scaling Ember controls, it's steal situations.
Yes.
Me and Ewok run the same wavelength with this. It's a 2.
Fair. All right, I could go 2.
Do we want to go to the next highlighted card?
Yeah.
So are we capping those at 5s and 6s? Because there's not a ton of them in this house.
5. No, there's not. 5, 6s, 1s, and then some linked rarities, and then
all right. So
there's a bunch of bad creatures, right? That we're gonna skip here, right?
We don't need to talk about how
so
bad
all of their creatures are bad.
Yeah,
you're welcome, community. You don't have to listen to this blab for an hour.
There's not
moving your guys around is stupid.
So there's guys that have potential, maybe, right? But like
it's like Sanctum potential though. It's
like Navigator
Navigator
Keytar I thought is fine, but at 3 power it's like
Navigator
he dies.
Keytar.
Yeah, he's all right.
All right, well, you're talking about Navigator Keytar. Let's roll down the Navigator.
Hold on, we got to get through.
You already talked.
All right.
About it, man.
3 power Jiren, whatever that is. After Reap, if Navigator Keytar is on he has to be on a flank too. Draw a card, 2 cards, and archive a card.
Draw 2 cards. Yeah.
He got a little worse.
Well, he is still a very good card.
He is still a very good card. He has a Reap effect, 3 power, a little bit low right now, but the after Reap effect is really, really fine. And honestly, you can always put it on the other side. So draw 2 cards and archive is amazing with a Reap.
Yeah, I knocked him down a point.
It's pretty solid.
He's okay. He wasn't as good as I thought he was. He's a 3 is the problem.
That's where I put him. You got him at 4.
Yeah, he is like freaking Philosophosaurus broken if you get him rolling. That's how Philly works.
Yeah.
Philly,
I can see that. I would seriously take a mediocre Skyborn turn just to Reap with that card.
Well, yes,
that's fair.
But the problem is that with Dinos and Saurian as a whole, they had a lot more ward and protection from taunts. This house just does not have that.
It's just a little bit of taunt.
There is 2, but that I saw in the house.
My 4 is correct.
My 4 is correct.
Voice it.
All right. I do want to talk about.
Yeah, I
Wookie.
I gave him a 3 just because he's not very pliable.
All right.
He's very
Dax. Apparently, he's breaking all of our sets.
Okay.
Steer him wherever we want.
Do we want to go over their key cheat? Because, I mean, it's one of the few key cheats in the set.
It's a boring one.
It is very boring, but we're going to go over
it's a key cheat in the set.
Freedom to be, because this is going to be important, because remember, if you do end up in sealed worlds, you get to play with Aember Skies.
Yep.
Ah!
That's fun.
Forge a key at +4 current cost, reduced by 1 for each Skyborn creature on a flank.
So assume you can forge it +2.
Nah. If you live in...
It can never be at Forge It cheaper. It doesn't have an Amber Pip on it. It's fine. Like, I know it's going to forge keys. Like, it is a key cheat, but it's just not an interesting key cheat. That's what I'm saying. It's just, like, yes, it's a mediocre key cheat. Okay, let's move on.
Mediocre to bad key cheat.
Yeah, it's not abusable.
It's not abusable.
It is not abusable, but it is consistent that I could see this pulling off at +2. So you're forging for 8.
Still isn't great.
That is how that works.
What do you got? All right, so we have to go back to 2 action cards that I want to hear your guys' opinion, because I'm not looking at the sheet that you guys scored. So Marquee Expedition and Universal Welcome.
I knew you were going to talk about both of those.
Yeah.
Marquee Expedition is the 2 enhanced pips and...
No, Marquee Expedition is you gain control of an enemy flank creature.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is like
Yeah.
a slightly weaker Hypno Beam.
Or color subordination, or yeah.
Yeah, pretty solid card. I just scored it one less than Hypno Beam. That's how I scored it.
Yeah, I mean, it's same thing with, Universal Welcome, I think is, just a worse.
Yeah, so Hypno Beam's a 5. So you guys gave them both 4s?
I gave it a 3.
Universal
3?
Welcome sometimes doesn't fire. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
guys.
I did. I also gave them both 4s, but I was wondering if I was...
You are wrong
going
on
down by too
Universal
much.
Welcome, because if your opponent has 4 creatures, this card does not fire, and it does not have an Ember Pip, and you have gained nothing.
Yeah, I put Universal at a 3 because it's one even worse.
Universal
but yeah,
is
it
a
could be
2.
a 2.
All right. Hold on.
Ew.
Let's back up. Talk Marquee first, and
All
then
right,
we'll go
Marquee. I think we've read it already. Gain control of
Yes.
an enemy flank creature. There's always going to be an enemy flank creature. Therefore, I'm always going to be able to take one.
Well, not always,
Yeah, but
There's
it may be
more
creatures
times
with
than
Amber.
not. I'm going to be able to take an Ember. I'm going to be able to take a creature. They might be creatures with Ember. They might just suck. And you don't really want
which
it.
is why I put it a point lower than Hypno Beam, because it's a little less controllable and a little more likely to be a discard.
I would almost
being
like
able
this.
to take a critical creature
it's a big
is
deal.
huge.
Well,
Like,
being able to
you'd
take a
fight
critical
into
creature
a
is
flank.
huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can fight, but the problem is that this is not a straight Hypno Beam. I get to choose looking at your whole
I
board.
know, so it's a little less than Hypno Beam.
I think it is significantly worse.
How
Okay.
significant? Well, what was Hypno Beam? Was Hypno Beam a 4?
5.
It had to be a 5. Hypno Beam, you had complete control
Yeah.
over. Here, it just
So
with the amount of
you want to knock this down. Hypno Beam had a pip, didn't it?
No.
no
Didn't?
no pip.
Thought
No,
it did.
I just all right.
Yeah,
I can hear it. I had it as a 3. I think that it is worse because it is on the edge, but with your flank. But if you want to make the argument for 4, I see.
I put
Universal
4.
Welcome, I think, is a 3. Maybe a 2.
That's fair. I could say
Universal
I could
Welcome's
see
definitely a 2. No pit. It's a lot. Some of this, there is definitely a lot of scenarios where this is a dead card, and with no pip, it's a 2.
I mean, board clears can be dead sometimes, right? But the effect's real good. So
Yeah,
but
I
board
could see
clears
this being
always
a 2 because it's
board clears when
it's
when
easy
you
to
hit a
play
board
around, too.
clear. You have
Easier.
when you hit it, it's such a catastrophe, possibly for your opponent, that it's real good. So it's upsides way it's downsides. This is just dead 9 times out of 10.
It has to be. There's no pip on it. It has to be in the center of the line. No way, man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I know.
I do not want this
I was
card in my deck.
hard. I mean, Sheep is going ahead and rolling out a 3 here. I got this at a 1, baby.
I did it. At
I
2.
do not want to see it.
I'll give it a 2.
oh wait, what?
Oh yeah, no. This,
Universal Welcome's a 1?
Yes, it got to be in the center. So if they don't have a center, it doesn't count for anything. There's no pip on it. And like, okay, you go ahead and put your Amber in there, and then I'm taking it. Like, no, this card
I'm
is
with
not
you.
consistent.
Draz. I don't know where these guys got so bad
Yeah,
at KeyForge.
that's taking your opponent's
I
creature
said
is good.
2. Yeah, taking your opponent's creature, but again, if they have an even number, there's no center of the battle line, and it's a dead card.
You can often handle that. There's a common card in this house that deals with that situation.
Yeah, okay, so now I gotta have 2 cards to make 1 card good? How is
It's a
that good?
common. And
It's
commons are super common in this set.
But again, I gotta have 2 cards, yeah, but you have to have it in your hand, too.
I don't.
All right. Let's talk about actually bad cards. There's some really terrible rares.
Well, hold on. We haven't
There's-
gone through our highlights yet. We're kind of just still going through the set. Let's go through
I
red line rotation.
I thought we were trying to go in order, guys.
We don't need to
No.
go through red line rotation. Everybody knows that card.
Oh,
Are you
that's
sure?
a 6.
Not everybody knows red line rotation.
Let's read it,
Oh
and
my
let's
goodness.
just read it 5 times in a row, or 6 times in a row, because it's a 6, because it's amazing.
How about we just read it once, and then
All right,
Sheep
fine.
can complain that we're even going through this card.
Yes.
Do
You
it.
get a Pip of
Do it.
Ember every time your opponent plays it. If your opponent has 7 or more, steal half their Ember, rounded down.
Pretty amazing.
Pretty good card. Okay.
So good.
Okay. to the
Like this card almost makes the house.
No, this house still sucks. This house is bad.
Yeah, that card in triplicate maybe is a thing. I haven't really had to experience that, but a single red line rotation is like playing against a TMTP a little bit. And it's not that hard to deal with.
I've got a double red line rotation, triple against all flags with a bunch of capture. It's pretty good.
Well, but that's you talked about Amber control. If you have ways to increase key costs or ways to scale, that's what's important by itself.
Right.
And then there are a couple things for steel in set, so I have no problem with that. Or in this house, and then there's some things for steel.
Let's go through the poopiest of the poop. Starting with refined adhesive.
Oh God.
It's an upgrade. Each time a card would be discarded from a player's hand, reveal the card and put it face down under this creature instead.
It's just like annoying. Like executing this effect is annoying. And
what is the purpose?
It's scrap disruption.
Yes, it's just very situational.
Because you replace.
That's what we were all worried about. Scrap's too powerful.
So this is playing a little bit against GR. GR can go ahead and discard through some of the Geistoid effects and then recur. And so as a result, if you have to discard, it essentially temporarily blocks it.
You kill the creature.
Correct. It's a little bit.
It's not even
it's bad. It needed 5 Amber pips on it to be a good card.
Yeah, why didn't they put Amber on this?
I have no idea.
Okay, I want to disagree though with Ewok scoring of Treasure Island. He gave that pile of trash a 3.
What? That's a 1.
That is a 1.
Yes, I agree. Treasure Island's a 1.
All right, well, somebody...
Treasure Island they made this card twice, once in Shadows and once in Logos. And
this is worse.
Really bad cards there, and yes, this is worse. And it's linked with mediocre other cards.
Treasure Island is an artifact. Each friendly Skyborn creature gains after Reaper. Move 1 Ember from your pool to Treasure Island. You may spend Ember on Treasure Island as if it were in your pool.
It's not a may.
Yeah.
You must do it. So this
is safe place, right?
Yes.
It's
safe place.
A million times worse.
Logos version.
Well, you're right. It is worse because the Amber has to go on it, and if they have any artifact control,
right?
You get kicked in the jimmies.
Yeah.
And then it comes linked with the Flint's Legend, Flint Stash.
Those are so bad. Oh, they're wires.
They're not as bad.
With a couple enhancement pips, the Legend and Stash combo can be pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So let's go
effectively
through.
Steal 1.
I lost Flint's Legend, but Flint's Stash.
So Flint's Legend, I got it, is an Amber with an action. Play, move 1 Amber from your opponent's pool to Treasure Island.
Okay, so this one's okay.
Yeah.
It's like a Steal 1 card.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it can take someone off.
Treasure Island in play. Otherwise, this card does nothing. But it can also be enhanced.
No.
Yeah, if you don't have Treasure Island, you don't move the Amber.
Yep.
Womp womp. Flint Stash, another artifact. Each flank creature gains destroyed, gain 2. That's fine, but you have to take the.
This is actually the best card in this set of things. Flint Stash,
so you have to take the poop with this.
But this card makes Amber push insane. This card in a good Dust Imp deck, you make so much Amber so fast, it's silly.
Yeah, it is double-sided though, so you have to have the Amber control on the other side.
Or they have to not have the Amber control and you just go ahead.
You have to time it, right?
No, but I'm saying
good.
Pushing is good, but realize that when you play Flint Stash, it is going to increase your opponent as well.
Yes.
So we'll get a sloppy lab work episode on this double-sided artifact.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will.
I'm not in every deck, but often I can see playing this card. This card is really good.
So in locals on Tuesday, I did pull a deck that had this with Flint's Legend, the map, the stash, and Treasure Island.
Yep, I had one 2 weeks ago. It was garbage.
So when we played... go ahead.
I was going to say that against Sheep, the 2 decks I had scaling...
I think he's having some internet issues.
Yeah, he's dead. All right.
Yeah, we lost him. All right. So what I was going to say was that I did have... So in the pre-release that we did at my store, I had a whole ton of terrible cards, and then I had Flint's Stash and Final Refrain, and then in here somewhere. So I would just not flip my deck, play Final Refrain, fight so my flank stuff would die, then archive it, and then play it again, and that's what I was doing, which is made me so happy. It's not actually good, but it just made me so happy to do this.
How were you archiving it?
In here somewhere.
Yes, you said that.
So, yeah.
Okay. And then there's Flint's Map, which has an Omni and lets you search your deck and discard to get back Legend or Map. The map lets you get back Stash, Legend, or Treasure Island, which makes it a little easier to get the stuff going. But I did play against somebody with an enhanced Legend, and that was pretty good. They just every turn.
What's interesting about the map is that it's Omni and it doesn't go away.
Yeah. But Treasure Island itself is a bit of a high risk card because of artifact control.
Yeah, artifact control.
So that's why I gave it a 1. I think it's awful. The other 3 cards that come with it, it's an okay thing. But your average value across those 4 cards is like a 2/5 or 2/7 or something. So not particularly great, but with the right enhancements, they may be something.
I think the map is better because you can continue to cycle the Legend over and over and over again because you can pull it from deck or discard. So that's a little bit higher, but I can see where you're saying.
Yeah, that makes them both like a 3.
No! These cards are garbage, all of them. There's one good one, but you have to take all the other ones with it, and they're so bad. The good one doesn't make the shitty ones less shitty.
It's a third of your deck. 4 cards out of 12.
Yes.
So it's a third of your house.
It's horrid. It is bad. But Flint Stash is fine, but with the other 4, it's ones across the board. Flint Stash is a great card, but you got to take all the other ones, and because it is linked, they're all ones.
You're missing how outside of the 1, the other 3 are artifacts, and it thins decks. I think it's better.
I think you are grasping at straws with that argument.
A pain in the ass in that deck Lokacar was playing. Oh, it's a pain.
But these are Lokakarian combos. Let's be honest.
No.
Okay,
I'll be happy to play. I'll be happy to whoop you up with my Flint Stash because Flint's Stash is good.
Yes.
Yeah. It's situational. You read your opponent's deck list, and you maybe don't play it, right?
And then there's the new Shard, which is a 4 or maybe a 5.
All right, let's go to
it's decent.
The Shard of Courage. Artifact. Action for each friendly shard. Ready and fight with a friendly creature. Resolve these fights one at a time. Some house cheating in there. It's fine.
One stood against many, man.
Yeah, kind of.
No, it's the other one.
Kind of.
It's Reckless. No,
it's not Reckless.
What was R1?
That card's good.
the Coda. It's a good card.
It's not Champions Challenge, is it?
No. It is a little tough because they have to fight. Now, as it turns out, most were skipping all these creatures, but they got quite a few beefy bodies, and a few of them have fight effects. But man, for the most part, they just
Yeah,
don't
like
do much.
healing and moving guys around battle lines. The worst effects.
This has
ever.
to be the most uninspired house.
Yeah.
I have like. We've only ever had one other house that was really bad in its debut, and that was the Fish House. But they came back strong and whoa. They came back strong. Mainly
Brio.
because of Befuddled and Brio. But like this house is so uninspired.
Speaking of uninspired, how about Transmuting Lift? Now that's a stupid card.
Not read it out.
Yeah,
If you're
that's
gonna
a
say it,
1.
read it out.
It's a upgrade, so not great. Does have an Ember, fine. So not a 0. This creature gains after Reap. You may move this creature anywhere in its controller's battle line.
Well, yeah, that's like the other one we had,
Like-
which is what, Shea Cloud Kicker? Yeah, Shea Cloud Kicker.
Oh,
You know,
that
we
one's
didn't talk about that one either.
awful.
2-power elf.
And you know why it's
swap Shea
awful?
Cloud
It's
Kicker
awful
with a-
because it's annoying. Hold on, let me find that piece of junk.
Oh man,
Where
you
is it?
have to do this every time.
You must move him around. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't want it. Like,
I don't care where
Why?
you are. Just
Why?
die already.
it's like, just burn this card. It's like, why would you just put annoying things in this set? Like, there's no reason to do that. Like, put a May if you have to put a move thing. Ugh.
I mean,
just dies. It's
overall,
2-power.
like just the Skyborn are really, 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 really
I've
Some of
seen
the
just
actions
a-
are decent.
uninspired. Well, I wasn't going bad.
Yeah.
I said just uninspired. Like this
I've-
whole like when in the history of ever has it been like, oh, let's play with the battle line? That makes games move faster. Or there's nothing. There's there's like what 2 or 3 cards in Skyborn that make you get to the end game of gaining Ember, and then the rest are just kind of like there to like make you do things
Yeah.
that have no meaning, no consequence on the game. It's just like shuffle game pieces because reasons.
Hey, Ewok, why do you dislike Razor's Gambit?
Did we lose him?
No, I'm here. I had to reboot. This
Which one was Razor's Gambit?
Razor's Gambit, artifact,
read it.
enhanced 2 Skyborn enhancements, and then
Great.
it has action, ready and fight with a friendly Skyborn creature. If your blue key is forged, repeat the preceding effect.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So
No.
this is like Might Club, but better.
Yeah. Yeah. Double house enhance, auto 4. And
So that's the problem, is that we keep giving all of these house enhanced the
Are you
double
saying
the
you
4.
don't want any more Skyborn.
I don't want any more Skyborn, and so I honestly
Well, but if you have a deck that has Skyborn, you do want Skyborn enhancement.
you want this card if
I
you
mean,
have
like
Skyborn.
the choice is yes, you don't want you don't want Skyborn maybe that much, but no, if you have it, the enhancements are good. And this one with the ready and fight, I think you're scoring this more on just your hatred of Skyborn than on the actual value of the card.
Did Skyborn? They did get 2. They got. I was like, did they get another one? I can't remember, but they did. They got Bows and Kreen.
So my issue is that, again, we keep scoring some of these individual cards higher than where they realistically need to be. And I get the idea. I don't want to be fighting. Like, no, I don't want to be fighting. And so maybe that was my bias.
It's not
Maybe
always
that's what
fighting,
it was.
because fight doesn't always mean fight. Fight means ready and reap.
It means ready and reap, but it's
on a blank board, and it happens. And I think the card's just anyway.
You're saying that, but if we look at it for within set for Aember Skies, frankly, there's limited C, and so you see board. We don't have the chance to wipe and then have the right.
Set. We're scoring it as a generic quality of a card.
Yeah,
And with
there are
the
gonna be
number of
times
fighting
I
where
think that you.
there-
I think you have to take it into consideration with set. That's extremely.
All right, how about this? In the set, it's good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have it as a 4.
Yeah.
Put it as a 2.
Yes. Yes.
JML's like yelling. He just dropped his phone on the ground.
Good.
It's like,
he just
yeah.
dropped his Patreon.
yeah, I think so.
Freaking Ewok. Cost us $1 a month.
$1. Oh,
Okay.
man.
What else is there to say about this?
Is there
Somewhere
anything else that was
Ewok's
really
been
bad?
checking.
But again, so I talked about this earlier and I've been cut off. But the idea that I have to have a individual KeyForge, you have to have an individual KeyForge to repeat it. It is not happening consistently.
Even its basics effect is fine.
Yeah.
The double effect makes the card really strong.
I think the double effect makes it better. But where you are talking is that you do not like to see that key effect in order to be able to repeat it. And again,
but I'm not looking at the key effect. That's just gravy on top of 2 enhancements.
Yeah, if your blue key is not forged, this is still a 4.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
What was
I hear you. I don't.
What was Mike Club?
Mike Club was a 3.
But my club didn't have enhancements.
Yeah, it didn't have enhancements or the ability to double down.
Fine, 4. I've been beaten. Let's go, boys.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean-
so Flip Stallard, that is an art card. It is not Matt Damon. Sorry,
No, that's
Ewok.
that's look at it.
That is Matt Damon, and it looks a little bit like his buddy.
I know. It's just hysterical.
Ben Affleck.
That's what,
Yeah, look at that.
that is what
Ben
I
Affleck.
picture every single time. And I
Did
know
Matt
this is
Damon and Ben Affleck back the game phone?
No, because this is
I think so.
indeed Vault Tour winner Lord Judo's card.
Yeah. No, I know
Nope,
exactly
it's Ben
where it
Affleck and
was.
Matt Damon. We figured it out.
Yeah.
But I think it's hysterical, so that's why I had to put it in there. I'm sorry.
It is
but-
funny. I do like the art.
and then we have Bucks Bastion.
Oh my god, it's so bad. Okay.
Which is Domino.
Yep.
That's fine.
That card, like,
Yeah.
he's another one where I see a lot of copies of him, and I guess it comes with the enhancements. And I actually most of the time scrap this card.
Yeah, you scrap him for an Ember, and he comes with an Ember and a damage. That's not bad.
Usually, you don't really want to be playing your Skyborn creatures because they stink.
Right.
Unless you have the ready and fight effects to get some value out of
This is
them.
another one where it's like, man, yeah, it comes with the enhancements, but at what price?
Yeah.
At what price am I paying for an Ember and a damage?
2. I think this is the lowest enhanced card.
I think
that
this is a
comes.
3.
I think it's a 3.
Ah.
It's a 3.
The damage pip here, I think, is holding less value. The Amber is fine. I think the Exalt is fine, but
it's often too Ember.
It's a
there's enough discard in the set where having some scrap effects is good.
It's a common, it's a common card. So you're seeing multiples of it. Ugh.
I say 3. I go 3.
Anyways, yeah, it is tough because, like, you get a bunch of them and they don't do enough. That is true.
Oh.
So, it's like 3-2-2. It's like the more I get of most Skyborn creatures, the more unhappy I am.
Mm-hmm.
One of this and one of that is okay.
Well, then there's our recruiter, Bosun Kreen.
Yeah,
he's garbage.
Yeah.
He is. If he did not have a pip on him.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, he'd be real bad.
He only values the pip.
I think it's.
He is a 1. He is a 1 without that pip, like all day, every day.
I think I put a JML 4 on him, but he is really probably a 3.
This is the only enhanced house that I put at a 3 because it is the worst of all of them.
Oh, so now we can go down. Like I had it lower at a 3. I did go up to a 4 because I'm like, man, with a common, we can see multiple.
Double enhanced decent artifact warden.
I don't like because look again.
Ewok sucks at this.
No. Because what's happening is you're not most of the time seeing your double
score. 36 cards, you get 36 Z score.
I'm glad I get to go ahead and go through it.
Over.
Go ahead, Ewok.
I had been high consistently on some other houses. I don't like the fight effects, especially here in this house. And I think the steel effects are fine, but you have this split personality again of we're trying to do part key thing, part fight effects, part steel. Steel good. Key effects, no. Just put it as forged or unforged, or do it better when you have something that is specific.
You are judging on this like what they should have done. It doesn't matter what they should have done now. This is what you have. So you have to score it on an actual value, not on that you wanted it to be better.
No, I'm simply saying this is poor.
All right, so I got a question. Because we're talking about fight effects, we're talking about creatures.
Yes.
Is raiding party good enough to be witch-like?
Oh, no. Raiding party, I was like, is this a 2 or a 3? I hate this card.
Well, read what it says.
Why? Okay, so raiding party, 4-power Stormkin. After fight, if 2 keys of the same color are forged, steal 2. Otherwise, steal 1.
So it's mostly steal 1 with a 4. So this thing is basically a weaker dodger. Meh.
I often enough I feel like it's steal 2.
No.
Now I did end up rating it a 3, but I was questioning myself.
I put it down to a 2 just because when I looked at the average value across this house, like the Skyborn, it was just too high. I was like, in general, you don't want Skyborn, in my opinion.
But you can't look at that. You have to look at individual cards in order to be able to tell. So this is a really good effect there. So you should go ahead and have the after fight. Well, she should be at least a 5, sir.
You telling me, Mark?
Yep, this could maybe be a 3 because there's enough force fight in this.
I'm with you. Well, the problem is this after fight too. Like, couldn't we at least put before fight on some of these? Like that would increase their.
Yeah, if it was before fight, I would have definitely bumped it up.
But here, 4-power after fight, I think it'll stick around enough to get the steal 1,
you
steal 2 every once in a while.
Steal out of it, and then it will die.
Yes.
Which
puts it at a 3.
So here's a card that I originally had.
I don't know.
Bad,
hold on. Can we just backtrack that a little bit?
Good.
Because I don't know if that's an automatic steal 1. At a 4, put a couple damage on it from something, and now it's a steal none.
Well, often Dodger doesn't get to steal, so this is not a guaranteed steal anything.
So
no, but you're gonna get you should get a reap out of this.
This card is a 2. I don't really see you getting much of any, because like all I got to do is put a damage or 2 on it, and now you get nothing. Good day, sir.
All right, let's see.
Dodger
was a 3.
Dodger was a 5.
Dodger.
No. He's saying for Z-score.
Oh, okay.
Z-score Dodger was a 3.
Yeah, this is a 2.
And I think this is worse than Dodger.
Yeah, this
Dexter
is a
likes
2.
it more than Dodger, but whatever.
I like it more than Dodger.
It's better than Dodger.
I would like to
why
talk
is it
about
better than
Skybeast
Dodger?
now.
Explain this. How is this a better card than
Because
Dodger?
there's a rare chance it steals 2.
I don't know if rare is the right word, but
there's a rare
chance
it
steals 2. When you're playing a bunch of scrubs, maybe it gets a steal.
So here's my question. Are you going ahead and wasting your damage to put a damage or 2 on raiding party? Instead of reaping, you're going to go ahead and
the best
choice. But no, I'm not even just saying instead of reaping. There's plenty of like deal a damage in this set. Boomerang, deal 3 damage to an enemy creature. Because
look at how much individual damage is there.
Seeker Missile, deal 2 damage to each Skyborn. Well, each Skyborn flank creature.
Yeah, Seeker Missile's weird. I didn't know what to do with that.
The Seeker Missile is
not
garbage.
Let's talk.
As a 2.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Skybeast.
I agree.
Well, you brought up Seeker Missile.
Okay, Seeker Missile, Pip of Ember. Every time you play it, it's an action play. Deal 2 damage to a creature for each Skyborn flank creature. The only thing this really has going for it is the Ember Pip.
Yeah.
And
all right, let me see what else.
Or 0 to 8 damage to a single creature.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I had Against All Flags as a 5.
So did I.
So let's finish Seeker Missiles, and then we'll go to... So what did you guys have for Seeker Missile?
2.
1.
Really?
I hate Seeker Missile. It is straight garbage. Like, the only reason I want it is
ECO lets you pick multiple creatures with it, but I don't think that's how the card actually works.
No, it says to a creature.
Deal 2 damage to a creature for each Skyborn flank creature.
Yeah, you gotta pick a creature and then deal 2 damage to it for each Skyborn creature. It's one creature.
Is it one creature?
It is one
maybe.
creature.
Maybe it's a
deal
little less.
2
good.
damage
What's
to
the
a
one,
creature for each Skyborn flank creature. This is just like what Veil in GR.
Yeah, so it does read just like Zap, and people spread Zap damage around.
What does
Yeah.
Zap say?
I thought this spread around.
Judge. Anyways.
I hate the way they're freaking card reading.
Yeah, we just need a consistent templating. How TCO is playing it, I think it shows it as a 3. If it is just to a single creature, I can see it as a 2. So,
All right. Against all
Either way,
flags.
I still think it's a 2.
I put it 2.
all right.
Pip of
Against
Ember,
all
every
flags.
time you play it, steal 2 if any flank creature shares a house with another flank creature, otherwise steal 1.
So it's gain an Amber, steal 1, or steal 2.
Yes, it has a
Yeah.
Pip of Ember.
Why
Gain an
does
Amber, steal 1 is already a 4, but
Mhm.
it steals 5 or steals
Yeah.
2. That makes it like a 3
Pretty
Amber
I feel like
springer.
it steals
I think it puts it
that
in the
5 more often when you're playing against set. Out of set, I don't feel like this will do as well.
why?
I think it does just fine.
Yeah. Why?
I guess a token set, like, you're gonna
Yeah, okay.
often have this scenario.
So there are
Why
2 token
is
sets.
it? Why is
Good.
it that there's an Amber Pip on this and steal 2 or 1?
To make
And
it
there's
good.
other.
Because we're
But
bad at
there's other
designing card
cards that are
games.
just absolutely garbage, and
There's no Ember Pip.
they
on
don't
it.
have Amber Pips.
Yep.
Like refined adhesive
Against all flags
doesn't.
has an Amber Pip.
Yep, it sure. That's what.
But that's what I'm
he's
saying. Like against.
there are cards that need
Yeah,
the Ember Pip, and they
why
don't
does refined
get it.
adhesive not have an Amber Pip, and then this does? I
You
don't
mean
get
like
it.
Edge of the World? No Amber Pip, move
Yep.
a creature to a flank of its
Yep.
controller's better line, steal 1. Like,
Mhm.
that card is pretty blah, but it does steal 1, and steal 1 has traditionally been right around a 4 in Z score, and I'm
A
just
3.
like,
Steal 1's a 3. Steal 1's a 3.
there isn't. What other card just steals well? Like Urchin's a 4, but there are things that work with Urchin.
Urchin's also a creature you can do stuff
Is that
with.
if you do steal 1?
No, it's not an if you
It's
do.
just-
'Cause then
it
it would
just
be a
steals.
1.
Okay, I was gonna say
So just
I couldn't remember
because it's stupid.
Just because it's stupid.
All right, should we move on to the beasts?
Information exchange.
I think we should move on to the beasts. Let's move into the beasts.
Let's move on to Beast.
So
Beast.
Information exchange is a 3.
do
All
we
right.
just want
Sky
to
Beast.
Okay, so there you go. It can
all
be
the
a
Ember
3.
Drakes out of the way?
Oh gosh, like some of the best cards in the game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, can we just get
Ah,
them
they're
out
a
of the
1.
way?
What?
Are they all 5s? Are they all 6? Are they all 5s?
I had
or are they
them all as
6s?
6.
They're all 6. Like, holy crap! If they just said destroy, get 4 Ember, they would already be amazing. And then it's like, oh yeah, just like forge a specific key. Holy
Even if they were
moly!
just forge a specific key, I guess they'd just be kind of okay. They'd be KeyForge's.
Yeah, they'd be good, but like, gain 4
Okay.
Ember,
Yeah.
then forge a key.
Yep.
Like,
And they're creatures, and there's destroyed effects and
Yeah.
exilic style effects. So
Yep.
Like,
So
yeah,
you
you
can
can
bring
say,
it back
even if
multiple times.
I cannot fathom how they said this seems balanced.
yeah, like.
So I
Well,
mean,
you know-
I'm with the 6s on these. You want them
Oh,
in
yeah.
your deck? They're pretty cool.
These are some of the best cards of the game.
Yep,
So good.
I like
so good.
Okay,
All right, do we start at the top of these? Do we go through these? There's not that many.
I guess we could if we do it real
There's
fast.
23.
Yeah,
so
do it
there's
fast.
20 of them left.
3?
There's 23, and you have. But we already did the Drakes, so there's 20 of them left.
The only reason we need to go through these is to make fun of Ewok scores.
No.
Oh, nice. Yes. Let's do it.
All right, Akugio, 12 power Leviathan. Each Ember that would be added to your opponent's pool is captured by Akugio instead. After fight, move 2 of that Ember from him to your pool.
This is a
big
better 12 power Ether Spider.
Yes.
Yeah.
This thing is really good. So I scored it 1 better than Ether Spider, although it maybe is even 2 better.
I put it as a 5.
I put it as a 5.
I put it as a 5.
Ewok.
This is a 3.
This is 3.
He's
like,
fucking with
this
you.
thing's a pain in the butt. Like,
it's a pain in the butt.
And then you can do a big steal.
Power.
Like, and there's ways to get Ember to your pool.
You like Ether Spider fine.
I can go ahead and kill it. Now, what is nice about Ether Spider is that this Ether Spider does not do damage. This will actually do the damage to you, but it's an after fight. Meh. It's going to go away. It's dead.
But if you reap, you get 1 Ember. If you fight, you get 2. And you slow down your opponent.
Hey, remember,
and then
if I have my
unlocks
Occam's Razor.
Combos.
I have that Occam's Razor, remember?
Yeah.
So that'll be in my deck, so then I can ready it and fight with it again, and then ready it and do it again because my
I'm glad you're in Christmas tree land here.
Sorry, we did miss one that we have to talk about.
Okay.
And it's especially in regards to this efficient Aember Burner. It's an upgrade that's over in Skyborn, and it says this creature gains your opponent's keys cost -1 for each Amber on this creature, and this creature gains after reap, exalt this creature. So if you have an efficient Amber Burner and your opponent is dumb enough to play Akugugyo against you,
or
you
Trawler.
just forge 3 free keys essentially,
or Trawler.
Trawler, any of these a million cards that capture a ton of Amber in this set. Efficient Amber Burner, I think, might be a 6.
Oh, really?
I think that card right there wrecks. There are so many decks right now that are in play, and Amber Capture is what keeps them in the game. And efficient Amber Burner, like, turns it to, like, they have to deal with their creature. And if you don't put something out for them to do it, right? And if you don't put out a way, and there's often you can't kill your own creatures if there isn't something to fight them into, you just go, they're just like, what? You're forging for 2 Amber and I can't do anything about it? Oh my gosh.
In Archon,
it shuts down capture decks.
Yeah, but like, I get what you're saying. So in Sealed, this could be huge, right? In Archon,
it's still huge.
You can't play Trawler, you can't play Drumble, so that is real good.
How many decks are looping Trawlers and Drumbles to win the game? You can't play them.
Yeah, you can't. This does counter it.
And
if you have more than one, it's important, but again, you're looking at looping a single Trawler, a single Drumble, like having 2 of them, great. So I just went ahead and left it there.
It doesn't matter. If you have 2 Trawlers, it doesn't matter. Once you've captured all of my Amber, I put this on there and I'm forging for 0.
No, then I'm going to go again. You have to have no creatures out, and you have to have no way to be able to destroy it.
Yes. We're doing the same thing. I'm setting up a board state to prevent you from being able to play your creatures, so I won't play my creatures. Like, this works.
It does.
Efficient Amber Burner is nuts. Even if you get 2 uses of it making your keys cost -2, the card is bonkers.
You have to take lateral thrusters and torpifying harpoon and Nantucket with it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's a really, really, really big problem with your 5 there.
Problem. But this card, efficient Amber Burner, is insane.
I had it as a 3 because, like, in certain matchups, it's amazing, but in many matchups, it doesn't matter.
That card is almost maybe worth taking some of the trash.
Wow.
No.
I think
it's
like against 10% of the decks, it's amazing.
Isn't there? There's an exile at Aember Skies too, isn't there?
Exile?
There's an exile style card in Equidon. Yeah.
Well, there's there's the take your dude and trade it with your opponent's dude, like reap and trade. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
Whoppers and set, I think. Also,
yeah, no, something better than that. Anyways, the Fish and Amber Burner is a crazy
in the right
card.
scenario, it's amazing.
With something like
it's a 3.
Gukyo.
I'm being told we need to change Empyrean Charge to a 6.
Yeah, it's a crazy card. I think I said it was a 6. All right, we can go on.
Oh, you weren't here for that, friend.
Somehow, Alien Puffer is as good as Akagugyo in Ewok's eyes.
They're
weird.
both poor. Yes, I agree.
Destroyed gain 2, a big body, the 3, it's fine.
Akagugyo or whatever is a good card.
Yes.
Alien Puffer's fine.
We'll take it. Alien Puffer is...
It's fine.
Fine.
It's probably a 3.
Is a 2.
Why is it a 2?
I had 3.
Like, in the land of Sky Beast, this is one of the ones where I'm just like, why do I want this? This is like a harder to make die dust
him.
But it reaps.
Dust him.
It's gonna reap, and it's gonna reap probably a lot of times.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on what house your deck wants to go into a lot, and if it's in there.
Automatically +1 because it kills Bryos.
Kills Bryos.
Kill Bryo. Well,
I still say 3.
I actually was thinking about that on some of these cards. I'm like, but it is really big, so it can kill things that are a problem. Yeah. So that has value, but I don't know. Alien Puffer is one of the less inspired ones to me.
Yeah, it's not.
I agree. It's less inspired, but it will get a reap out of it if it's destroyed. If that ever eventually happens, it's worth 2 Amber. But frankly, it's a big body that's going to be hard to move. You're going to get a reap out of it. It's a 3, which is what has been consistently stated.
Sweet. Anvil Crawler, 5 power, experiment. Ooh. Each player refills their hand to 1 additional card during their draw step. Why? All right, Luke. If you're
we have
what's your opposition to good cards? Like, why do you hate them?
Why would you put a
why does it
Sky Beast, a super rare thing that's bad?
Why does it have to be? Why can't it just be I fill my hand? I mean, then this is just a mother. But
it is literally just a mother and would be a better card.
And would still be better. So, I don't understand why you hate good, powerful cards.
This is going down
especially in a game
I put
where
1.
I am unable to build my deck.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
It does look like a Vorlon ship. So that's cool.
So this is how you get away from your poor scoring. You just change it midstream. I got it.
Yes.
Got it.
I mean,
that's just suck it up and take your bad feedback.
We all realize we make mistakes sometimes, right?
Behemoth.
It's too much text. Can we just say 2?
7.
Okay. 2.
Oh no, we're reading this.
Wookie.
Buckle up.
I'm going to get a drink. I'll be back in a half hour.
Princesses. It's a 7 power poisonous insect. At the start of your turn, give a creature a +1 power counter. After reap, move Behemoth anywhere in your battle line. Remove each +1 power counter from Behemoth's name. That seems like poor English. From its neighbors. For each +1 power counter removed this way, gain an Ember. Again, what is your opposition to good cards? Like, this is...
is just meh.
It's very meh.
I mean, it
reaps uninspired.
Yeah, it's not. It's probably actually a 3 because this
card.
Are we still talking about this really bad card?
No, we're on to Colossipede.
Colossipede. Set. What do we even rate it, or are we just like fuck it, move on?
Also
a 2 or 3, depending on
it's a 2.
No,
I think it's a 3. It's a 3.
Fuck is this?
All right, fine.
When Puffer is a 3.
It's a 3.
Because it has a better destroyed effect. They're all the same. They're all 3s.
But according to you, this has an after reap effect, and that means I'm winning the game if I'm reaping. And it gives me Ember.
Colossipede?
But now we're playing a Colossipede.
Yes.
But now we're on Colossipede. Each friendly creature with Ember on it gains after fight. Move each Ember on this creature to your pool. Play, exalt each creature.
Yeah, I mean, there's scenarios where this is going to be very good. Often it's just okay.
Where you discard this.
This card,
there are.
This is 2.
It's a mixed bag.
You
have to exalt. you have
This
to
is a
exalt your own,
two. Moving on, Falcron.
But you also could be playing this into a board of 7 of their creatures and exalt all 7 of theirs. Like, this card has upside.
Yeah,
it does.
I put as a 3 because sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's bad.
I could also go tell my wife that she looks fat.
Back away.
Both of these are bad. Both of these are bad ideas. So Philosophy's a 2. Falcron, 9 power beast. Each of Falcron's neighbors gains after reap. Steal 1.
This thing has been a monumental pain in the ass because he's so big. So a lot of reap steal ones happen after.
Yeah, he's what's his name from? Was it Mass Mutation?
Yeah, but he's real big.
But he's real big and lives.
Yeah, like this card's not been bad. I said it's a 4.
I agree with the 4 statement.
Fine.
All right, Grinder Swarm.
Ooh, Grinder.
Yeah.
Swarm. 3 power cyborg.
That's weird.
Grinder Swarm gets +1 power for each creature in play after fight. Capture 2.
1.
Thank
2.
you.
Maybe 1. It's not good.
Drascore, it's a 1. It's okay to give
fine.
It can be a 1.
Drascore.
All right, 1. Agreed. Move on.
I need to cuddle you a little bit and let you know that it's okay to give bad cards bad scores.
Here's another one that...
The Grizzled Wyvern, 10 power dragon. Play, capture 6 from any combination of players. Then if Grizzled Wyvern has fewer than 6 Ember on it, destroy it.
So it's it's a really big capture 6 card from your opponent, assuming that they have 6 when you play it. Otherwise, it's bad. And yet, Ewok wants to give it the same score as a Guki-Yo-Yo or whatever.
A Gukio? A Kugio?
As you can see, I went through this. I was in a phenomenally happy mood after my sweet day. And guess what? They were all poor. That's right. Let's keep it moving. I rounded to a 2.
Poor. I gave this a 2. Although it's such a big-ass creature, it's a thing.
This is why we have gone ahead in group consensus. It's a 2.
This would be the ultimate troll with that card that Sheep just pointed out. Too bad there's not any give your opponent control of this creature cards. Those don't exist. Hungry Hippogriff. 8 power beast enhanced with 5 capture enhancements. Each other friendly creature gains destroyed. Move each ember from this creature to your pool.
This card is good.
Yeah, this is real good.
I got it as a 5.
Yeah, I have 5. There are play Drumble and then just blow up your shit. You could do that all in one turn, right?
He's also big enough that he's hard to deal with, where you got to spend resources killing this guy because you're like, oh my god, what kind of crazy combo are they about to pull off because of
he's witch level,
Yeah, I agree.
And the art is really cool. So
okay,
all right.
This guy's really good.
Also,
I had a 4. This is fine. It has 5 capture. It has a nice destroyed effect. I have no problem. Big body. But boys and girls, what you are missing?
What are we missing?
1, these Skyborn creatures, all of them
not Skyborn,
as beasts. Okay. Oh, sorry, the Aember Skies beasts as a whole. When we're looking at them, Sky beasts.
Yep.
They are not coming in your normal rarity.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. They are separate. So again, they're going to take a hit there. You add them in, great.
Yep.
But I also end up having to play Aember Skies. And so this is a problem, okay? So yes, these are some of the better cards, but you're
all DT cards should be a 1 because it's DT.
Well, yeah,
which Z did.
I'm pretty sure that was listed pretty close, but it does take a hit. I'm not saying that they all go down, but it has to be taken into consideration. These are not coming.
There's good,
but also
these
are good cards. One of these is not.
No, but I'm saying
scores spike 20 points.
No, because as a whole, the set isn't strong enough.
It's not going to make a good deck or a bad deck good. So I don't think when we're rating these.
I don't know.
No, some of these.
Icky 2.0 is bad. Move on.
Action draw card is stupid.
Yep, Impzilla. He's okay.
it's an okay. Yeah, destroy the most powerful enemy creature. It's a fine fight effect with skirmish.
Do we go
It does
twos
have
on
skirmish though.
Two
Icky
on
two.
Icky. I put 4 on Imp. Like
I put 3.
he
I put
board
3.
controls like mad if he hits the board.
I do like him.
He's only
He's
5
killing
power,
2
though.
creatures every turn.
I feel like it's the first time we've
That he's
ever
alive.
seen a creature that has an after fight effect also have skirmish.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
You can
but-
say that you don't think that's true, but go find me one.
There's that.
What?
There's
Isn't there that
the-
Brobnar creature in this set that exalts?
Yeah, exactly. All
Does
right,
he have
Lancet.
skirmish? Lancet,
Yes.
10 power
Lancet.
Leviathan. Each friendly creature gains after fight, capture 1. Poop.
I mean, like here, I feel like we're really only paying for the 10 power.
Yep.
Yeah,
poop.
it's a 3.
Which
It's
is
fine.
three.
Pretty
How
good.
did you? Okay, since I'm getting her, how did you put this at a 4, man?
'Cause
It's
a-
10
put
power.
it at a
You're the
4.
one
Yeah.
who says. You're the one who goes ahead and says, any power. Like you could give me a creature with 100 power, and it's just one board wipe, one card that wipes it, and it's
This-
gone.
This is
like,
true.
Like I think a 3 is
But
appropriate.
like we've been
Like
giving
2 is
6 power taunt creatures 4 on occasion. So
On
like
occasion,
Taunt's
if you're
good.
good.
6
10
power taunt,
10
not
power,
10
after
power,
fight,
nothing.
It's okay.
It's okay. That's a 3.
3.
Malefi Dragon, 9 power dragon. At the end of your turn, if you have 4 or fewer Ember, gain 2.
It's like a 3 or a 4. I'm not sure how. I've not played with it to know how often you actually get some amber out of them.
So I made a note to myself.
He
It's
has a cool
3
turn 1.
because he is a cool turn 1. He's a 3 because sometimes make Ember, but ABC, right? Always be checking,
Right?
Yeah.
right?
But there
So
are
in an
gonna be-
Archon
there's
situation,
a lot of
not as
times
good.
where you're not
Sealed?
checking, and I think you gain more Ember. So I think he's a 4.
Sealed, I really like this. I like this a lot in Sealed. I like it
Because
less
you're
in
playing
Archon.
Aember Skies, which means you don't have a lot of Ember. So you're probably gaining a lot from Malefi Dragon.
No, Aember Skies makes amber.
And
Yeah, I
Ember
get
Skies
it.
makes Ember. It's got other problems, but yeah.
Okay,
See,
Naha.
Sure.
So
Naja.
Malefi being at a 3.
I like
I put
Malefi
3.
at a 4.
You put Malefi at a 4.
I give
Sheep, what'd you put
Malefi
it
a
at?
4 just
I had it
because
at
I
a
like
4.
Ben.
I could see 4.
All right.
fine,
I had a
Naj-
3. I will concede to 4.
Naja 5
Meh.
power myth. Why is this a myth? Why isn't this not a dragon? After
he's
Reap,
not
gain
real.
3,
Mhm.
4.
Yeah, I put it as a 4. So,
So
I have
I-
a reap effect if you hit
Reap
it.
gain 3. Like that's probably a 5 power witch.
Yeah, I actually have faced against Naja, and it's a pain in your side. So
Just-
again, a lot of these are pains in your sides to be able to remove
so can
immediately.
we move it to a
Ooh.
5?
No,
No.
So
4.
4?
it's not big enough to where like a lot of standard creature stuff can deal with it.
I mean,
Like,
most of Grim
just-
Reminders, Brobnar can deal with it. Most
Yeah,
of Woe, Brobnar
that's
can
why
deal
it
with
doesn't
it.
really. That's why I like the 8s and 9s a little bit because they do have that ability to like at least have a little cost to them.
Roqual. 5 power Leviathan. It's a whale butterfly. Whoever came up with this,
I mean, it's cool looking.
go take a short or a long walk off a short bridge. Anyways,
Okay.
Roqual gets +1 power for each Ember on it.
Timeout.
Yeah.
There are 49 dudes
Dude,
with skirmish and fight effects, according to Dex.
49?
Yep. Arcana, man.
I need to
like,
see this. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm, Woogie, when you're just saying this. Anyway, let's keep it going.
I feel like they must all really suck because
Whale butterfly.
Whale Butterfly. After fight, after reap, you can exalt it. And then action, you can move all of it to your pool.
So the
Too
after
slow.
fight, after reap part sucks. The action move all the amber to your pool can combo with a handful of cards that exist in every house. That makes
Yeah.
it kind of okay. So I don't know if he maybe he probably is a 3.
He's a
Yeah,
3. He's 5 power,
a
and
yeah.
it is a forced exalt. You don't have a choice there.
Right.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah. Occasionally he's real good, but most of the time, yeah.
Free Ren.
Real poor.
Okay, number 1, Dexter. Not all of these have fight effects.
All right. Anyway, let's keep her going.
Where do we leave
Screen.
Screen. 5 power Leviathan Mutant. At the end of your turn, your opponent discards the top card of their deck. If your opponent cannot choose the house of the discarded card during their next choose a house step.
Just real good.
Oh yeah.
I like
random
this kind of
auto
control.
small. Yeah.
Yeah. I gave it 6.
I put 5, but
I put
could be
5.
argued to 6.
I could be argued 6. I would have liked to seen. Actually, I like the 5 power right where it is. This is just a real good card as is.
I would have liked to just seen
text.
this as a discard. That's it. Just
Mm.
make it a disc creature.
No.
Yeah, let's see a lot of this.
No, because I think disc,
right.
like we would have seen more of it.
It's a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
Maybe need to actually see it in play to make a decision.
I think
Sentient
it's a 5. Sentient
Cloud.
Cloud.
It's like a 1.5.
1 power, 4 armor Cloud. Each friendly creature with the highest power gains after fight gain 2.
It's very conditional.
He's a little piece of crap himself.
Uh-huh.
1/4. That's not impressive. It may be giving I don't know. I mean, obviously it's always deck dependent. All this stuff is deck dependent. Like there's a deck where Rollfell is going to be good. There is going to be a deck where you have a bunch of 4 power fight steal 2 guys that are now also gaining 2. That makes it kind of good, but I don't think you want this card. I gave
That
it
was
2.
situational. I gave 2. Yeah, 2.
I say 3. I go down to 2. Let's move it.
All right.
Wookie, what do you got? 2?
2.
1? All right.
Titan Porn.
Titan Porn.
4 power
Ooh.
beast. Elusive.
We should advertise on Titan Porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already put in our
KeyForge's, yeah.
application.
Titanar Pond.
Titan Porn. Yeah, Titan Porn. I said it right. Elusive, they knew what they were doing when they printed this card. Let's be honest. The first creature you play each turn enters play ready.
Which, if this is the first creature you play, he will come and play ready.
Right.
Yep.
So basically,
cool if he
use your
was
best
like-
creature on play, right? Is what this says.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this card's real strong.
Oh.
Not at a
It's-
4, it's not.
Yeah.
It's an elusive. I think this card's real strong. I got it
Okay.
at a 5.
I got it at a 3.
I put 4 here, but I think it was probably the
I'll be
4 power
talked
I
up
was
to 4
hesitating
because
on.
yes, I'm going to kill it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is very good
I
building.
watched it last several turns the other day.
Archon.
Tit Apron? Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, you don't always have an answer.
Titan Porn, Tit Apron? Yeah. They knew what they were doing.
And a prawn and a
4? Call it a 4 to TBD?
What did Ewok say?
4.
Ewok's talking about
All right.
tit aprons.
4.
Yeah.
4.
Now we're talking about Tyrannus Aquila.
He's a
Mhm.
10 power dinosaur.
Belay.
At the end of your turn, each player, or at the end of each player's turn, Tyran Aquila captures 1. After fight, move 1 from. I just said Titan. Tyrannus Aquila to your pool.
Okay, so this is like a better Snorret for capture rate,
Mhm.
worse effect to get rid of the Amber, but
Why
much
is it
bigger.
so slow?
Auto capture.
I got shit to do.
I put
it's
it
good.
as one better than a Snorret, was my opinion.
I put it par.
Okay. He's huge, though, and that has value.
I put him
In
at
this-
4.
In this world of Bryozarks, 10 power.
Fair enough. I'll go plus
Okay.
1.
Odd question here on the wording.
Yeah.
It captures 1.
At the end of each player's turn. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if my opponent has 0 amber,
Yep.
It captures 0. It's just
Yeah,
like when you
there's
play
no
any
capture.
capture card
Mhm.
and they have no Amber.
which I would
It will
like.
never
I do like
capture
it
from
too.
you.
No, it will never capture from you. It's just it is Snorret in that you're capturing twice. I like that it's happening one each time, but it's the after fight. So you
Yeah,
only
I
get
can't
you
believe
only
it's
get to
move 1. Why is it not move all when you look at half
Correct.
these other cards?
Because
And
Luke
that's
hates
why-
good cards.
But you put this
Okay.
at, you put this at a 4. I think after fight, it's not surviving multiple fights. It's taking a lot, and you're going to be
power.
running
looking
it.
at it
probably
for
surviving
10
multiple
power
fights.
Amber control card, and I think it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
3.
4. No. 3. Come on.
Vorlax!
Vorlax.
Vorlax. No.
Vorlax.
14 power Demon Leviathan. Destroyed. Gain Ember equal to the amount of equal to the Ember in your pool.
2.
Ooh, bursty burst.
I think
What?
this might be another 6.
I put 5. Why did you say 2?
Because I wanted to see your response.
Because being a clown.
You're insane. I put
Please
5.
look for our clown symbol.
I mean,
I
this
don't know. I played one game on TCO, and
could be.
I was
Could
playing
be a
something
6.
with
I don't
bounce
know.
and whatever, and how many times I had to knock this Vorlax out of the way so it couldn't get destroyed to double their Amber, because
Now there will be moments where you can't play it because they've got scaling Ember control and the ability to kill your dude.
sure.
But So I think that's why it held me off a 6. But
Man, I really need to find Nathan. It's the deck I
5's
need to
good.
find in in a real hurry.
I told you this, man, but it's not happening.
Okay, I mean,
it's
5 is
somewhere.
fine. I think Volax is pretty good.
I think
It is
he's
pretty good.
Pretty good, but I think he just opens up a gateway to a pain of hurt. I'll go with 5. If we're wrong, none of these really matter because they're so rare. It just doesn't. I don't even know the
Okay,
next difference.
everybody, and then there's another 6 in the yellow amber drink.
Yeah, no. the
Thanks
yellow amber
for
drink
thanks
is
for
fine.
playing. Good night, everybody.
no, Sheepa's calling it.
the past-
Sheepa's Betty by time,
Yeah,
guys.
it's Betty by time for sheep, clearly. So,
We've got another long. I don't know if tomorrow will be long.
All right, we got to
I got
get.
an early day.
I'm off tomorrow, so I.
Diwali, huh?
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I got
Nice.
so literally this my schedule right now looks like this. I'm off tomorrow. I work Saturday, Sunday. I work Monday, Tuesday, and then I literally have inventory Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm off. We are off to KFC. So
I'm
Good
excited.
time, man.
We'll see how my
We,
I have
we gotta
no
get-
idea what Wednesday is.
So we are going to have Southerly upload these scores, and we're gonna have Z score for Aember Skies in time for KFC.
Yep.
So let us know if you liked this, us scoring the cards on the show, or if you're like, you guys are dumb, that's stupid. Let us know.
And do you prefer the more logical go through the list or this crap ass random
Bounce around.
wander?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the bounce
Although we
around more
do
than I
talk
enjoyed
more
the
crap
list.
at each other during this, so that might be worth something.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
welcome for making sure it happens tonight.
Guys, I'm so pumped.
I am so pumped too. So if you're at
So-
KFC, make sure you say hi to everyone else. Don't bother me.
Volax, there's 203 decks. You're not seeing these.
Well, how many total Ember Skies decks have been opened?
I'm gonna go
2.
get a Volex deck.
203.
203? And
Mhm.
200 of them have Volax? That's a pretty good turnover rate. If I have to say so myself. I don't know. I'm curious. I want to know. I don't know what the total is.
Well, there's 9 for sale.
What do you
Should I
want
get
to
any of
know?
these?
How many
Or
How
Volax?
many
guys have
total
Yeah,
Ember
that,
Skies
that,
have been
that we
scanned
can
in?
actually go
That we
ahead.
can actually
Well,
scan in and look at.
So there was, just on DOK with a quick search, there's 203 Volax decks. There's 20,096 decks that are scanned in for Aember Skies.
Oh, so 1% have Volax in them.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. All right. Well, Sheep's got to go to bed, so he said, fuck you guys. I'm going home, and we'll see y'all next week.
Thanks for your donation to the swear jar. You'll see it.
Happy fortune, everybody! Come to KFC! Woo!
May the forge be with you.
It's a little too
Glad
late
to see you
like,
guys
come
in
now. but-
1 week.
1 week, 7 days. Probably
Woohoo.
6 when you're hearing this. Maybe 5. Who knows? Nobody really knows. We'll talk to you later.
Maybe
Me
you'll
too.
hear it afterwards.
You might hear it after KFC is done.
You just play your boombox, like hold above your head while the
What-
in KFC.
Like whatever movie that was from. What movie is that from?
Yeah, that 80s movie.
16 Candles.
Oh, you didn't say ABR 12 closes on next Wednesday.
ABR
Sign up.
Oh, yeah.
closes
Sign up
next
for
week
ABR. It's
Wednesday.
going to be
Sign up.
great. And we're going to draft at KFC.
Yeah. Not live, though, so that you won't be able to watch it.
No, that's
'Cause
too.
we hate
no.
Is that
fun and entertainment.
Actually
in KeyForge.
gonna happen, or are you
We'll
guys
see.
gonna all be too busy to do it?
We're probably going to be drinking too much to do. Well, maybe we get real drunk and draft, and then see what
Drunken
happens.
draft.
Oh
Oh,
Yeah.
God!
I like
Can you
this.
imagine how bad Rascor's drafts are gonna be when he's drunk?
And you're worried about me scoring here? Goodness.
Yeah,
You drafted
but-
the
All right.
same person 4 times.
because KeyForge is opposed to fun and good things. You won't know who you're. Nobody. We won't be able to see any of it. But we'll see y'all next week.
I
Bye
can't
bye.
But never attempt to evade the end of the road in my hand. It just